It's global.
For the latest in strategic affairs, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the bell icon for updates.
Welcome to Strat News Global. This is Ramananda Gupta. The BRICS summit that begins in Kazan in Russia tomorrow has started with a lot of hope here that they hope or expectations that there will be a meeting between President Xi Jinping and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Our editor-in-chief, Mr. Nitin Gokhale, is already in Kazan, and I'm hoping he'll have some answers to this one.
Yes, Ram. Hi. Yes, I am indeed in Kazan after a day-long journey from Delhi via Moscow. Just reached and completed some of the formalities that are strictly required for the summit. PCR test, for instance, and registration. So all that is being done right now. But I'm now in front of you. So I believe there's been a major announcement in Delhi about the resolution of the dispute between India and China on the line of actual control. So that's something that will be keenly watched when Prime Minister Modi and President Xi Jinping may meet in Kazan, is what the expectation is. But you tell me if you have any any points to discuss, really.
No, the main thing I wanted to think is that now that you've reached there, do you see a kind of a expectation there that something like this is likely to happen? Have you met anybody who said yes or no to that?
Nobody can say yes or no except I think the Prime Minister and his close circle.
No,
but
I mean,
certainly no. So that's what I was trying to explain. That yes, there is enough expectation and build-up of expectation in Kazan, and also the Indian embassy is in Kazan in full strength. The entire embassy has shifted to Kazan since for the past 3 or 4 days, and everybody is gearing up with the local Indian community likely to welcome him with a big function or a welcome kind of a function. And then, of course, bilaterals, amongst which will be President Xi Jinping and Prime Minister Modi's likely bilateral or a pull aside when he arrives here, when both of them arrive here tomorrow. That's on Tuesday, 22nd.
Is there a possibility that they're keeping extremely quiet about this thing simply because they don't want to let a bilateral thing hijack the multilateral thing of something like BRICS?
That will certainly happen. In any case, if you see the build-up to the summit itself, there are two major expectations here. One is the bilateral between Modi and Xi, and the other between Putin and Modi. Given the context, one is the India-China standoff and dispute and the tensions, and the other is, of course, that Prime Minister Modi is playing peacemaker between Russia and Ukraine. So therefore, both those bilaterals are of immense interest. Of course, BRICS is also expanding. There are more members or new members about to join the grouping, and that will be one highlight at Kazan over the next 2 days also.
Oh, wonderful. And you said a lot of you said the whole embassy has landed up in Kazan. I've heard it's a very, very beautiful place. It took you, 7:30 in the evening, 8 now by out there?
That's right. It is about 7 p.m. here at the moment, and the entire embassy, as I said, is here. But this is part of the Tatarstan Republic, where Kazan is the capital. And in fact, this is the first big meeting, international global summit that is being held here. So there's a lot of expectations. Local television channels are all agog. In fact, they interviewed incoming journalists from all the different countries. I was also buttonholed by one of the young reporters asking me, what do you feel about coming here and how happy are you? Those kind of things also happened. Like you can see, I think the visual is being played right now. So certainly there is a lot of buzz, a lot of hope in the city. But
Right.
summits also bring a lot of security considerations and security restrictions, which are
Of
also
course.
evident here.
Of course. But whenever we catch up next, I know you're in a hurry to move from here. Whenever we catch up next, I'd like to talk to you about not just the security implications, but not to let this be a bilateral thing only. As I think people would appreciate that a bit more because there's a whole bunch of other things that they plan to do, the supply
That's
chains,
right.
and so
Yes.
maybe we should, also look at that.
We'll look at that certainly. But today, I think the main news is on India-China, and
No, of course,
my
that is
understanding.
by far
Yeah.
the. But do you think that really, from whatever little you've seen of the statement, do you think that is sort of enough for us to start talking again? I thought only patrolling something. That's about it. But
No, but that's a major breakthrough, I would think, because India's big ask has been that patrolling pattern or patrolling system that existed before May 2020 must be restored. And External Affairs Minister Jaishankar, in an interview to a television channel where there was a summit being held by the television channel, made it clear that we are going back to 2020. My understanding is there will be some new SOPs that will be introduced, and they could be about coordinated patrols. The strength of the patrol could be limited. There could be pre-warning or pre-information given to the other side when the patrols are going to the disputed areas. There are some of the bitterly disputed areas, and also India's big ask of allowing the Indian patrols to go to patrol points 10, 11, 12 across Depsang Plains seems
right.
to have been agreed upon. And according to the MEA statement as well as Dr. Jaishankar's statement, it seems that the disengagement is complete in those two disputed remaining friction points. And that is something that is to be welcomed, because that is the start point India was asking for.
Right. And I suppose it gives both sides a bit of a face-saving thing to start talking to their own people that, look, we've done something here.
Certainly. And yeah, so so therefore, leading up to this, we were getting signals. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh had mentioned that he was cautiously optimistic. On 10th of October, he had mentioned this in one of the functions. I've been picking up signals from different people that the Chinese are very keen to restore normalcy in the relationship. And if you closely analyze the Chinese ambassador's recent public utterances and statements, you will realize that he was absolutely turning on the charm so that India should go back to talking to China, because there are several other geopolitical aspects to it also. But at the moment, I think both sides are looking to get back to talking. I'm not saying it's restoration of full relationship or normalcy, but at least they're getting back to talking. And talking does not mean that you are compromising on anything, has been the kind of understanding of late.
So I guess we'll leave it at that. I'm sure you'll have a lot more to tell us once the summit actually starts. And we look forward to sort of listening to you, because that's where we're going to get all the insights from. Thank you so much. I know you're in a hurry. I won't keep you waiting.
No, thanks, Ram. I thought at least I'll give you a bit of a glimpse into what I'm picking up. And
this was longer than I expected, so I'm happy.
Right. Thanks.
So,
thanks.
Yeah. We'll see you soon. That was the editor-in-chief of Strat News Global, Nitin Gokhale, talking to us from Kazan, where the BRICS summit begins tomorrow. And it's major hope that President Xi Jinping of China and Prime Minister Narendra Modi will shake hands and try to bury the hatchet. Nitin will be there to tell us more about this every day till the summit ends day after tomorrow. Till then, this is Ramananda Sengupta signing out.